Foot and mouth disease is present in a number of countries that we do travel to and have been travelling to for quite a long time. There is always a risk that travellers, especially holiday makers coming back from Southeast Asia, countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, Nepal, to bring FMD back. If we were to get an FMD outbreak anywhere in the country, regional Australia is really in a very difficult position, and Australia more broadly is in a very difficult position. I think the Australian taxpayer will become the proud owner of about 26 million head of cattle, because those cattle are going to have nowhere to go for an extended period of time. We're going to have huge challenges, and I think the benefit of being in Australia and the benefit of being producers in Australia is that we haven't really faced these sorts of major challenges. We're an island. We've managed to quarantine ourselves away from some of these really serious diseases, but in the event that they do get here, I mean, it's going to take us, we need to eradicate the disease, and then we need to be free from the disease for 3 years before we can start exporting again, and we're an industry that's 70% export reliant. You know, Australians better get used to eating a lot of beef, because they're going to have a lot of it on their plate. FMD is probably, it's more severe in terms of production disease if we were to get it, but the likelihood of getting it is lower. LSD is the one that keeps me up at night. It's a vector-borne disease where it transmitted through the airways. We've had, in the last 3 years, 3 different types of vectors or diseases and pests arrive in Northern Australia. So we had Japanese encephalitis arrive in Tiwi last year, which has been blown over from Southeast Asia. But fall armyworm come in through the Cape a couple of years ago, and we've had ehrlichiosis come in through Broome. Now, these are diseases that weren't previously in pests, that previously weren't here, and they've come across from Southeast Asia. So the pathways for disease and weed transference into Northern Australia exist. And lumpy skin is certainly one of those diseases that it looks more like it's an if and not, it's more a when than an if. It seems like it is coming very quickly, and no country in the world has been successful at stopping the spread of lumpy skin disease, so we need to be ready for it when it gets here. Lumpy skin is the same category as FMD from an emergency animal management perspective and from a trade perspective. So lumpy skin disease arrives in Australia tomorrow. The entirety of the Australian industry, whether you're an Angus breeder in Victoria, or you're a dairy breeder in Tasmania, or you're a Brahman breeder in the north, or you're a producer of any kind of cattle anywhere in Australia, the same effect is going to be on you as well. We will lose access to all of our export markets overnight, because these sorts of diseases are not acceptable to our trading partners. So we have always had a gold standard in biosecurity. We've always done a great job of maintaining our biosecurity, and we need to make sure that commitment remains solid to these threats that are coming.